Hello, Leo, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to your monthly reading for December. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to talk about your person, the energies behind your person, your energies, what to expect next. We'll get some clarification cards and we'll pull some final cards from one of the oracle decks I have here. So I won't waste any time. I'd like to get right into it. Guides, spirits, and guardians, please offer me what the collective of Leo needs to see. May the true sight be in me, may the true speech be mine, may everything I speak come straight from the divine. Please offer the collective of Leo all the information that they need to know regarding their person, regarding their energies, and regarding what is coming next for them. That is way too many cards, but thank you. Oh. Okay. So, here's the energy of your person with the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Devil. What this tells me, the Six of Swords is usually moving out of rocky energy and moving into calmer waters, or moving into a situation where you may have been turbulent with this person in the past, or they may have had the turbulent energy, but now they're kind of like coming to some clarity. Now, the High Priestess here tells, usually people read that as someone who is hiding something, but I actually feel like this person had a dark night of the soul and they went inward and started going on a spiritual journey, and it has to do with your relationship or your connection with them. They may have been someone who was kind of like a player, or someone who had a really rough energy when you came into connection with them, and they may not have been stable, but the connection that you brought to them really made them soul search and rethink themselves. Now, this also lets me know that the High Priestess, when it comes to a woman, or when you're reading for a man, is kind of like the end-all be-all. She embodies all the queens and the empress. She also has the spiritual connection. She's kind of like the it girl without even trying. Now, this Devil card here tells me that there may have been some addictive energy that this person was dealing with, or like some form of addictions, or a prison of their own making. So sometimes this is a card of someone who has been in jail or was dealing with a situation where they were trapped. But more than likely, this is someone who is dealing with addictions and trying to get over their addictions. So this is someone who, I don't like to say, like often when, so like let's say the Three of Wands comes up somewhere in here in the clarification, often the addiction is the third person here in the mix. But this addiction, or this trapped energy, this connection where it was like there was always something else that came first, that really put a barrier in between you and this person. You've been feeling stuck by this connection. You're feeling so stuck because you can't battle against this addiction. You can't battle against this devil or this demon that this person is carrying. This energy of like, of trappedness, this energy of like being confined in their own prison. You can't fight against this. With this Eight of Swords, it's like you're also bound by this. Now, though you're content with the person themselves, I see you starting to open up and look for other options. And it may just be that this person really couldn't put down whatever they needed to put down in order to give you your total wish fulfillment. So you've decided to explore other options and ways of fulfilling yourself. That doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Now, I do see the Six of Cups here. This is the reconciliation card, which means that if you have been at a disconnection or a distance from your person, you're going to expect a reconciliation from them, but it's being coupled with the Eight of Spears. It tells me that this person is going to come forward and move back, come forward and move back, because it's almost like they're in and then they have a change of heart and they're out. They're in, they have a change of heart and they're out. Now, that change of heart feels like it's because they're battling this devil or this demon. It's not them being unclear about their desire for you or their connection with you, because it seems like they're very clear, because I feel them trying to battle, or I feel them wanting to battle this demon so that they can further the connection. They just don't have the resources or means to do so. That's neither here nor there, and I'm not telling you need to be their resource to do so. Everybody's got to find a way to fight their own battles. But this wheel here tells me that it is going to shift the energy, that in and out and that battling. It's like it allows you to see that first they are actually trying to come to terms with their own devil. But you also are clear, like, you need to shift how much engagement and involvement you can give them while they're doing that, so that your feelings are not hurt. It's almost like you get some clarity that this is outside of your control, and it's even outside of your person's control. Can I get some clarification for Leo's person? Okay, so the clarification on top of these cards is the exact thing that I just said. Four of Pentacles, your person is stuck. They do have a lot of love for you. The Lovers here, I mean, this may be read as a Gemini person, but more than likely what I'm seeing is that this person that you're thinking about has a lot of love for you and wants that connection, but because of their addiction or because of their devil, their demon, it's a tower moment. It's a tower moment for the relationship, and tower moments are usually big upheavals, big changes. Now you can see when your person has a tower moment, they may look okay on the outside, but on their internal life, where things are, where the shit's actually going down, you're not going to see that explosive upheaval. You're going to hear about it later, or you may hear about it from friends and family members, but you're not going to see it firsthand, because I feel like they're good at covering things up or hiding things. Now here's that Three of Wands. I told you it was going to show up. I could feel it. And the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords. On your end, you feel like you're being juggled, but it's this person's addiction that is actually the cause of that juggling. It makes you feel betrayed, because you're feeling like, why can't they just choose you over this thing that's imprisoning them? The Four of Swords tells me that you're withdrawing, and that's that as looking at other options, whether that be romantic or otherwise, other means of fulfilling yourself. You're withdrawing and kind of putting a lid on it for now, because this person is so out of sorts. Now here's the Queen of Cups. This person that you're dealing with may be a Scorp, Pisces, Cancer as well, but I like to more read these cards like we're reading for the collective, okay? So this is like the mutual love here. There's love on your end, there's love on their end, but they're going to be the ones coming forward, really expressing that love, because they've been the ones who've been really wishy-washy, in and out. Now, when they do come forward, it's like you're in your happiest energy when they come forward, and when they do, and they are going to express how much this addiction is just leaving them paralyzed to really further the connection with you, because they actually do love you. Now I got the 10 of Cups here, along with the wheel that tells me that the energy that you have been dealing with is going to shift with this person. And it's going to shift for the better with the 10 of Cups. It's like where you couldn't bridge the gap with this person, or where you couldn't find the happy home and family, you finally do find it with them. That doesn't mean that this relationship is going to be without its problems, but what it is telling me is that the person that you're trying to connect with, they have the same love for you that you have for them. It's just taking them a while to fight their demons. But when they do, they're going to come forward and offer you all of the things that you are looking for. Now let's get some Earth Magic cards. And then we'll pull from you guys get the Stone deck. We're going to take these 3 right here. New beginnings at dawn. That's usually... So this is the dawn card, and it's the new beginnings card. It does coincide with this. I don't make it up. The cards tell me everything. It does coincide with this 6 of Cups here, this reconciliation, that your person is desiring a new beginning. If you haven't heard from them in a while, I wouldn't be surprised if you woke up to a text or a phone call, or it was something where it's like you're just waking up and hearing from them, and you're like, whoa, that's out of the blue. Now, they may not initially come in with this whole like, yeah, I want to get with you and I'm a total mess, but the communication does feel like it's something that's like out of the blue, and it's upon first waking. Now, submerged. At this time, your person is submerged in their own addiction, but you're also only seeing, when I said that tower moment's going to happen and you won't see it, because you're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. You are only seeing what this person is allowing you to see while they are roiling with turmoil. So what you are getting of them is only the tiniest little bit of just how deep their problems are, their addiction is, all of that. And wind activation. So that talks to me about you moving forward. That's the only thing that you can do, is put this on hiatus, put it on a shelf, and be activated in the things that you want to do. It also asks for you to, because we have this 4 of Swords and this activation card that has wind, it's like the breath, like this person is blowing. So I'm not saying that Leos are quick to get pissed off or anything, but what I am saying is, when you are ready to make a rash decision, even if it's forward movement, take some breaths, see if it is actually in alignment with what you desire, breathe again, and then make the movement. Don't make the movement while you're buzzy with anger, or you're buzzy with anxiety, or whatever it is, when you're buzzy with all of these worries. Make the movement after you've taken a few breaths and you've really, really centered on whether or not your movement is in alignment with your desire and is in alignment with your own safety and security as well. So let me get 2 cards from the Lemurian deck. And then I'm going to end out your reading, my Leos, because unfortunately I have a whole couple more readings to do. Please give me some advice for my Leos regarding this person. That's it. Radical expansion. Now that's in alignment with the forward movement part. Our ancient future. The radical expansion card again asks us for forward movement, and it asks us to not be afraid of what that forward movement looks like, even if it means leaving your person behind right now. It asks us to step outside of what is a very, very small view of our own world, and it asks us to focus on a much bigger picture, like perhaps you giving your person some space to self-destruct and then allowing them to rebuild themselves. But you don't have to be standoffish or mean about it, but allowing them to rebuild themselves and hold space for them to return when they're able. That's radical expansion. That's like compassion in a way that is hard to perceive when your feelings are involved, because you can get hurt. They could choose somebody else. They can think, that you don't want them. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But you opening your heart to say, listen, I will hold space for you in my life. That doesn't mean I'm waiting for you forever, but I will hold space for you to come back into my life when things are better for you. Now, the next card, Ancient Future, asks us to look at the origins of our connections with our ancestors, but moreover, in this capacity, it's asking us to look at the origins of our connections with this person. Do we so deeply want to be with this person and help this person because they are someone or something that we could not save in our own past? And we have to put those things to bed for ourselves so that we're not codependent with this person, so that we're not stuck in a toxic cycle with this person. I'm not saying to put this cycle behind you, because I don't see the world here. First off, trust your own judgment. But secondly, let's look at the ways that you are playing a role in the cycle that needs to shift between you and your person. Okay? Well, thank you so much for listening. If you liked it, if you'd like to book a personal, I'll leave it in the description box. And if you would like to get more of these readings, you know how to do that. Just hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much, and I appreciate you for tuning in.